Welcome to Nona's Here.
And I'm Nona. Now don't be confused. This is Valentine intro video number 2. Yes, I know. Same clothes, same hair, same makeup. Here's the deal. Grumpy Grandpa's out golfing, the condo's quiet, so I can make the intro. If you have missed my Valentine video number 1, I'll put the link down below. But this is Valentine video number 2. I already have the projects on my craft table, but I'm not ready to show you until I get done with this intro. And then I'll show you. Now you know my crafts are fast, easy. Anyone can do them, because if I can do them, you can do them, and they're budget friendly. If you missed video number 1, I'll put the link below. But you know, I want you to subscribe by hitting that subscribe button. It's free. Hit the bell and the word all so you don't miss any of my videos. I'm really geared up for 2023 in crafting, so you want to see everything I'm doing. Okay, so let me get over to my craft table and show you video number 2 for Valentine's Day. I'm so glad to be back, and I'll be looking forward to your comments. Thanks so much.
DIY number 1. This is an easy one. You need one of these jar signs that I got at Dollar Tree. I'm going to use the back side. And one of these stick-on tiles that I also got at Dollar Tree. And I really like this pattern. And I'm going to use some pink chalk paint, ballet slipper. And this tile, you just peel off the back. So I've cut it out to stick on this jar sign or wall decor that I got at Dollar Tree, and it just sticks on real easy. Now I cut it out at the middle of the wall piece, the tile piece, and I know that's wasteful, but I wanted that design right there in the middle. That's what I wanted in the middle of my piece, so that's why I did it that way. Then I took my black ink chalk paint and painted the lid of it, and then I painted over the tile with the ballet slipper chalk paint, and then I took this metallic gold paint and I just dipped my fingers in it and took most of it off and just dry brushed it, but I didn't use a brush. I used my fingertip to just hit the highlights. I wanted it to look like old wallpaper. So that's the way I did it. So you can see I'm just using my fingertip to go over it. And then I took my brush with a little bit of the pink ballet slipper chalk paint on it and brushed over it again to dull the gold paint. And that's what it looked like when I was done. I just wanted it to look like old wallpaper. And that's the look I got. Then I took the gold paint and did some stripes on the top of the lid to make it look like a jar lid. Then I took some white stick-on letters, you know, that you can get at Dollar Tree. And again, I used my fingertips in the gold paint and made them gold. And I did the letters LVE and using that gold metallic paint. And then I used, see, just with my fingertips I did that. And then I used, I'm sorry, I didn't do the letters LOVE, I did Be Mine. And I'm showing you how I used the gold paint. Then I had a little straw bow that I put on it, and that's how it looks. So I stuck the letters on Be Mine, the little straw bow that I had, and then some jute cord to hang it up. I just hot glued that to the back, and there it is. Okay, on to DIY number 2. So I have this heart wreath form that I got at Dollar Tree, and the first thing I'm going to do is take the tinsel off, and then I'm going to remove the inside heart form. I'll put that aside. I don't need it. Okay, now I know this is in slow motion, but that's because this part is important in doing this craft, so I needed a little bit more time to explain it. As you look at this heart form, there's the front side, which is the convex side, and then the back side is the concave side, which is what you're looking at now is the convex side, the side that sticks up, and then the underside is the side that goes under. And you want to put your mop head on the top side. So you take the mop heads and you cut them in half widthwise, and then you glue them to the back side of the heart form. You cut them in half widthsides, and then you glue them on the back side, like I'm showing you there. Now the important thing is when you put I'm putting on the first piece, but when you put on this next piece, you want to be sure that you bump the pieces of mop head, the furry pieces, real close together so that you don't have any gaps. And sometimes it takes a little finagling because you're working with straight pieces of fur on a round object. But it works out okay. So now I'm showing you how I would put on the second piece, and I'm going to pull them together so that there's no gaps. I'm going to pull them together. See how I'm showing you that there's no gaps there. Okay, so I'm going to go all around the heart. Now I'm stuck with the peak of the heart. So I'm going to take the fourth piece. Usually you only need 3 if you do a circle, but doing the heart, you need the fourth mop piece. I cut it in half, and then I cut it again in half, and that's how I did the peak of the heart. And it worked out perfect. See, I'm putting the glue on, and now I'm going to do the peak of the heart. So then I had this package of foam hearts that I got at Dollar Tree, 6 in a pack, and I'm just going to hot glue those on to my heart, to my fur heart. And I'm just showing you how I'm hot gluing them on. They stick on just fine. And then I used my the thing that I got for Christmas about how to make bows. Doing a little bit better. It takes a little bit of practice. And so I made a cute little bow there. I'm doing better. It's certainly better than the bows I made before. And there it is. I thank my son for getting that for me for Christmas. And that's how it looks. Let's take a look at it. This is how the heart looked when I just had the fur on it, okay? And you can see I don't have any gaps. I'll tell you this is a messy project because that fur gets over everything. The floor, your clothing, your glue gun, over everything. But this is how it looks. I think it came out real pretty. Tell me what you think in the comments. I really like it. I think it's a pretty Valentine heart. Be sure and tell me in the comments what you think. Okay, DIY number 3. All right, so I got this picture frame thingy at Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use my heat gun to try and get the label off. You know, sometimes they come off real easy, sometimes they're real stinkers. And there's a hanger on the back. I'm going to take that off, and then I'm going to try and remove the back side. And again, sometimes they come out so easy, and sometimes I got to use my hammer. I'm going to use my chalk paint in white to paint the whole frame inside and out and all around. I have this real pretty piece of scrapbooking paper that I'm going to put on the back side of the inside of the frame. Now I'm just using my what's that called? You know, the rough thing to try and get the rough edges off. And I use the screwdriver to try and get the glue off. Now I have traced around the inside of the frame, and I'm going to cut out my scrapbooking paper. And now I'm going to paint the frame using my white chalk paint. I'm going to paint the inside, the outside, all around. I'm going to paint it all around. And I think I had to give it 2 coats because the wood was kind of dark. So I gave it 2 nice coats and let that dry. And then I'm going to put the scrapbooking paper, I'm going to glue that onto the, yeah, there it is all painted. It came out real nice. So I had, oh, and I painted the back side of the board too because it's going to be a stand-up decor piece to go on a stand, and I wanted the back side to look pretty. So I have this spray adhesive glue that I'm going to use, and then I have the wood glue that I'm going to use to reattach the board to the frame, and then I have these white stick-on letters that I got at Dollar Tree and a little heart that I'm going to use for the letter O. And I've taken my cutter and gone all around the edges of the board with my scrapbooking paper to make sure it has a nice fit. But my spray adhesive is not spraying. So it was kind of dripping. Well, it was dripping. It was making a real mess. So I just took a brush and brushed it on. And then I put my paper on and used my little Cricut tool to make sure it was going on nice and smooth. See how it's dripping? Man, what a mess. But yeah, I made do and just spread it out. Actually, this kind of worked well, actually. Kind of went on nice and easy and smooth. And I didn't have any bubbles. And so there, now my paper's on my board. And I'm ready to attach my... No, I wasn't going to attach my board yet. I was cleaning things up, getting all the glue off. So now I'm going to decorate it. And I have those little hearts that I got at Dollar Tree. And I'm just hot gluing them on the board with the LVE white, and those letters are, you know, you just peel off the back and stick them on. And I used a little red stick-on heart for the O. Now I'm using my wood glue to go around the frame to stick the board back on. This, you know, this is a reverse, sort of like a shadow box. Now I'm sticking the board back on, pressing it in real nice and tight. There you go. Now I have to do a little cleanup because some of the glue seeped through. Little cleanup on aisle 7. All right, there you go. All right, there we go. Looking at it there, that's how it looks. All right, I'm pretty happy with it. More cleanup. Oh, then I took some of those red hearts because it looked a little empty. Put some red hearts across the top, put some red hearts along the bottom, and set it on my end table, and I like it. Tell me what you think. That's it. All right, DIY number 3, just moving along. All right, I got another one of these heart forms from Dollar Tree covered in tinsel. Took the tinsel off, and guess what I did? I bet you can't guess. I took out the middle heart. Now I want to do cover it with roses. And so I have 3 different shades of roses. I have the crimson, the bright pink, the light pink, and the white. However, just like in nature, not all roses are created the same. So the red roses and the light pink roses were real big, but the bright pink roses and the white roses were much smaller. And so my idea was to use 3 stems of each one, but that didn't work because of the different size roses. So I actually used 3 stems of the red, 3 stems of the light pink, but I ended up having to use 4 stems of the white and the bright pink in order to make it more balanced, because I was trying to do an ombre rose, you know, where the shades kind of melded into each other. So I did the red on the top, then the bright pink, then the light pink, and then the white. So I've got all the roses on. Now I'm just flipping over the wreath for them to make sure everything's attached really well. And then I take my clippers and make sure there's nothing real big in the back sticking out. And then I took some pink picks, light pink and red picks, and heart picks, and stuck those in. And this is what it looks like. You know, this was so easy. You do use a lot of hot glue, however. I think it came out real pretty. And of course I put a hanger in the back, a little bit of baker's thread, and I think it came out real pretty. Tell me what you think. I sure would appreciate a comment and a thumbs up. I hope to see you again at Nona's Here very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.